Hello BookTube, and welcome back to Hours in My Library. And I'm going to show you one volume of a series of books. I only have one volume here. I used to have more when I was in Canada. And that series is Medieval Towns. You can see this one's pretty rough. You can see it's gilt embossed there. The spine is very darkened and is fraying at the top. They usually all had, well, I guess you call them deckled edges, but uncut edges on the front and the bottom. It was published, well, the series was published from 1898 to 1953 by J.M. Dent and Company, the same publishers who did the Everyman Library, and they're basically the same size as the Everyman volumes. And they're published during the same time as they were, well, before they started, before the Everyman Library. And this is this is The Story of London by Henry B. Wheatley, illustrated by W.H. Godfrey, K. Kimball, and H. Railton, etc. Now, there was 39 volumes in total for this, and various names. There was the interesting thing, or at least it's interesting to me. I was just looking at the artists and authors, and there's a good chunk of female authors and artists in that list, which is quite interesting. This one, I really like the title page. I mentioned this in the I think it's the Perfect BookTube tag that was come out just last week, and as you can see, the red lettering, I love that. And this is nice because look at the design that's on there. But also, and you usually get frontispieces, but for such a small book, watch this frontispiece. Can you see it all? Yeah, there you go. There's the frontispiece, a fold out. I do love fold outs. And there actually is more in here, more fold outs. And this one was published in 1905. Henry B. Wheatley lived from 1838 to 1917, and he wrote a lot of books on London. That was his specialty. And this one is from the Lower School of John Lyon in Harrow. It's got the sticker on it, and on the inside, it's got for homework. It's this was one for homework, Easter 1906, by H.J. Harrington, as you can see. And it is quite profusely illustrated. Many fold-outs. This one's going to be too long probably to show fully on the screen. Well, no, I can do that. Get it folded up there properly. And single-page illustrations. Sort of all throughout. They are very well written, and they're a joy to read. I never had the complete set. They're a little difficult to get with dust jackets. The dust jackets are sort of a plain, or at least the ones I've seen are plain, sort of brown, nicely illustrated because they usually have a drawing in the center and a panel. But this is a nice set, and I would love to have them all. If I ever had, a chance of getting them all, I probably would. Anyway, thank you, BookTube. See you next time.